Now it's time for an update. We're now in the middle of December 2022 and Salesforce released a really cool feature which is called DevOps Center. This helps you a lot once you deploy changes from a sandbox to a live environment. Before you had to do it with change sets and all the time export and import it, and now with this feature it makes your life much easier. I'm pretty sure it won't replace the change sets in a short term, perhaps in long term. So change sets and so on are still relevant for the exam, but this one is a really, really cool feature. First of all, go to your setup, type in dev, and here you have the DevOps Center. What you have to do here, you have to enable it. Here you have the link to the installation guide. And the only thing you have to do is here click on install package. Now it takes a while. You see I've already have this installed. Just click for install for admins only and install it. It's a big package. This will take a while. So that's the reason why I have this already installed, but it's not a big deal to do this on your own. The next step is here. We have to create a connected app for it. So therefore go to your app manager and create a new connected app. Once you read through this article, there is also here one article which is called Create a Connected App. And here everything is explained. We have a name for our connected app. It's a DevOps Center. So we have here the contact email. We have a logo image URL. You can skip the description, to be honest. And what's really important now is this web app settings start URL. Put it in here and click on save. Once you have this package installed, there are a few permission sets created automatically. And once we create here our connected app, we have to click here on manage and manage permission sets. And you see here we have 5 permission sets created. So the DevOps Center, the Center Manager, the Release Manager, the initialize environments, and the name credentials. And for this application, we need this name credentials. And in the next step, you have also to assign the permission sets to your users. I will assign now all this DevOps Center permission sets to myself to show you how this will look like in a demo. Now we click on save. And in the next step, we can go to our front end and type in here DevOps Center. So here I already have one project here. Once you will click on new project, you have to connect this with a GitHub account. And yeah, there will be, once you click on it, you have to just create a GitHub account and then everything's fine. Call this demo 2. And we want to create a repository therefore. Now click on save. And what we have to do now is we have to connect our environments. Usually you do this with a live or production environment and one or more sandboxes you created out of this production environment. You remember from our past videos in our dev org, we do not have the ability to create sandboxes. So what I've created a so-called Scratch environment or Scratch developer org, which is just a temporary developer environment. Yeah, you need to code this. That's not relevant for this course. You just here need to know how this DevOps Center works. So first of all, we click to connect and call this environment our um, production, and click on login. This is now my developer org in your case, or usually that would be your production org. Environment, sorry, I have this environment also. Let's call this then also production 2. Now we have our production org, or in my case, my developer org, connected, and now we need our sandboxes to do the changes, and therefore click once again here on this dev environments, and you see here you have a pipeline, and here in the pipeline sorry, you can add here developer environments, so you do not have to do this with one. You can choose a few for it, so you can have 10 sandboxes to test it before you go live with it. In our case, we will remove these ones and just have one developer environment, say it this way, and then one production we will put it to. And here we can add now our development environment. And this is usually your sandbox. As I said, I've created just a Scratch org. Let's give them a name. This is our demo dev org. And we will also log in here. And yeah, that's my username for my Scratch org. And now we have here one development stage and then one the production where we will push it to. Now let's, oh, of course, now we have to activate it first. Once we're done, and here we have our 2 stages, and what we can do now is we can do now sync our dev org directly to this DevOps Center, and in this case this uh, developer org can be accessed directly from our DevOps Center. Just click on sync and start sync. And this can now take a few seconds. Now it's synced, and now we can here create our work items. So our work items is what needs to be done. That's our demo 2, and we say here now create a checkbox called demo 2 for lead and contact, and map it. You can assign this directly to your developers, or whatever people. So I will save it now. And now let's say our work item is created. And now our developer can go in here and say, how do you like to work? Yeah, we want to work with this connected org and proceed. And what we can do now is we can go here to our demo dev org and create our fields here. Therefore, we go to the contact first and create here our checkbox, which is called demo 2. One problem what I have now, I can't edit to the layouts. Once you create a sandbox out of your production environment, you will have there like the same page layouts, and you get, let's say, the whole setup copied over from your production. In my case, I just created another of the scratch orgs without the same page layouts. Therefore, I won't put it on any of these layouts, otherwise I get errors once I want to transfer it. If you do this with a sandbox which was created from your production, it shouldn't be a problem. Let's go back to the lead and do this also. Create here a new checkbox, which is also called demo 2. Let's make it visible for everyone. And here I have the same problem. I do not have this many layouts in my dev org. Okay, now we're done. Now we can go back to our DevOps Center and refresh it here. See, now we have, oh, there's one thing I've missed. Let's go back to our lead. I missed the field mapping. Let's go here to map lead fields. And on the contact, we have now the demo 2. Now let's refresh this once again. And now we can say we want to pull the changes. See here, have now here, so forget about the rest. We have now one custom field, contact demo 2, lead demo 2, and here we have a the lead conversion settings. In the next steps, we can say here, please review. Sorry, takes a bit long. Okay, now we've chosen all the changes we want to pull over to our live environment or the changes we have done. And the next steps, we can say create review. And in this case, now as a developer, you are done. And now an admin, manager, whatever can log in here and have a look at the changes. Once you can here click on view change request, and here you will get to GitHub itself. You can here look at the comments, look at the changes, but you can also go directly here once again in your dev org and have a look at the changes and see, yeah, all the processes, fields, whatever necessary. And once we've checked everything here and it's fine for us, we can say, okay, we are ready to promote. And now our release manager, change manager, however you will call it, see here we have now approved work items, and the only thing we have to do now is we have to promote it. Okay, perhaps you will do this on weekends or whatever, or not during the business hours. And now we can promote it to our production. Also takes a bit. And now we see it's done here. Now let's go to our dev org, or in your case, then it's the live environment. Sorry, here. Let's go to the setup, and you see here we have now two custom fields created. One's on lead, one's on contact. Let's click on this. And now, so let's check also our field mapping. And you see now on our contact fields, we have our demo2 field, which was created on leads, also mapped to our demo2 field that was created on the contacts. Of course, this was a really, really simple example, but you see that will be, let's say, the future of the change sets. You can, let's say, um, connect your sandboxes and your production orgs, and yeah, promote changes without creating change set, export it, import it. Makes your life as an admin or developer much easier. So thanks for your attention so far, and let's move on with our course.